Pope Francis appeals for dialogue and self-control amid what he calls the terrible air of tension.
La guerra porta solo morte e distruzione.
At Sunday's gathering, the Holy Father said war brings only death and destruction. He calls upon all parties to keep the flame of dialogue and self-control to prevent hostility. The Pope's message comes right after the U.S. killed Iran's top general due to active plots to attack American diplomats. EWTN Vatican Bureau Chief Alan Holdren joins us from St. Peter's Square. Alan, what is the Vatican's response to what is happening with the U.S. and Iran, and will it jeopardize any plans the Pope may have to visit the Middle East?
Well, Mark, we haven't heard anything explicitly from the Holy Father about the U.S.-Iran tensions, besides what he said at the Angelus, where he didn't specifically refer to the situation between U.S. and Iran, just to tension around the world today. He did tweet that we must all believe that we need peace, that all people need peace as much as we do. Obviously also in reference to these tensions. What I did do today was spoke to the Pope's top emissary, top diplomat to Iran. That's the Apostolic Nuncio. His name is Archbishop Leo Bocardi. He told me that he is monitoring the situation there. He's referring all of that information back to the Secretariat of State of the Vatican. We can expect that all that information trickles to the Pope in a very concentrated form. Pope was very busy today, it being the Epiphany here in Italy and in the Vatican, and so he celebrated a major mass, and the diplomat there, Archbishop Bocardi, said that he hadn't spoken directly with the Pope yet, but he did say that judging from this conflict, that it would not be a good idea for the Pope to visit while the region is still unstable, so he does not expect that visit to take place this year.
And what more can you tell us about the reaction on the ground in Iran?
Well, Archbishop Bocardi told me that there are these major manifestations, these ceremonies for the funeral of the general and others killed in the attack going on in the streets of Iran today in different cities. Checking the local live transmissions, it's a mass manifestation of humanity, and they're not happy. You see images of the general there on the streets, and all of that information, again, being monitored by the Holy See. And for the small Christian presence there, Archbishop Bocardi said that the situation is the same as the general population situation of tension.
In transitioning to Iraq, Christians make up a very small population in that country. How will this affect their lives in Iraq?
That's right, Mark. The population of Christians there is small. It's bigger than what's in Iran. It's about 250,000 individuals. That's down by 80% of what the population of Catholics was in Iraq 10 years ago, at more than 1.2 million. It's a difficult situation for them. Patriarch Louis Sacco, who's the head of the Chaldean Catholics of Iraq and a cardinal of the Catholic Church, I spoke with him today over the phone. He said that they're caught in the middle of this crossfire and all this unrest, this continuing conflict that's gone on for years. He said that if this tension today turns into another war, it will mean the end of Christians in Iraq. Mark?
Okay, Alan Holdren, EWTN Vatican Bureau Chief, thank you for this update.
Thank you, Mark.